Good evening. My name is Reese, and welcome to Salt of the Earth. I am a Christian content creator, and most of the content I'll be creating on this channel will be of recipes, words of encouragement, as well as giving you the testimony of my life. Just a background on me. I am 33, soon to be 34. I am a wife, and I am a mother. I'm starting a YouTube channel to be obedient. It was put on my mind in 2023 to start a YouTube channel. And I was like, Lord, what? Not me. Me, the shy girl, the bashful one, the one who does not like attention, the one who does not like to be on the camera. And I'm finally being obedient over a year later. Um, my walk with the Lord has been interesting to say the least, but it's also been a blessing. And I hope that you all enjoy my content. I started off cutting half of a yellow onion, a quarter of a red bell pepper, a quarter of an orange bell pepper, and a quarter of a yellow bell pepper. I also had frozen garlic cloves, so I did chop up 3 of those. And now you see me here chopping up a half of a stalk of celery. I didn't want to use a whole stalk of celery. Celery is a very flavorful vegetable. Not gonna lie to you all, I love some celery seed and some celery salt on a medium steak, okay? So what I'm doing here is I'm putting the vegetables, I'm sauteing them in grapeseed oil. If you don't have grapeseed oil, you can use avocado oil, canola, or vegetable, whatever oil that you like. When I'm feeling fancy, I use grapeseed and avocado oil. They are very healthy as opposed to vegetable and canola oil, but you use what you can afford. I'm going to saute those for about 10 minutes and I'm going to get my ground meat. So earlier in the video, I told you all that I would be using hamburger and turkey. I do apologize. It was both hamburger that I took out of my deep freezer. So this is beef that I am using. And with the seasonings, you'll see me put them on the screen, what specifically I'm going to use. I'm going to season it twice. I'm going to start off with a little bit of salt, not too much. And then I am a Aldi fan. I love Aldi. If you have Aldi near you, go to Aldi. This table blend by Stone Meal, absolutely amazing. And it wasn't coming out fast enough, so I had to open it and just pour it. Badia smoked paprika. I love Badia seasonings. You should see my spice cabinet. It is ridiculous. My husband does not like organizing it. And here is the Stone Mill garlic and herb. That's another Aldi seasoning. McCormick Italian seasoning. Love that. And this is the beef bouillon from Norse that I just put in there. And we're going to mix it all around. Yes, everyone, my hands are clean. And after I mix it in, massage the meat, I am going to go ahead and use those seasonings again just to make sure that the meat is thoroughly seasoned. All right. I should have took off my ring, but I forgot. I definitely forgot. But it's okay. That's what soap and water is for. And just sprinkle, sprinkle, sprinkle away. And it's moving really fast, you all. Again, this is my first video. Please be so very patient with me as I take this journey with you all. I will learn the editing process, and It's going to be a little rough the first couple of times, but eventually it'll get better. So for those of you that plan to stick it out with me, I appreciate you. I really do. So we're going to wash the cutting board and the knife, and we're going to start peeling those potatoes. You did see the video pause and me pop back in. I did wash the cutting board and the knife. So don't think I'm trying to kill my family there. But I'm peeling potatoes here with a potato peeler. I seen someone on TikTok and they were saying how when they were a kid, their grandma used to have them peeling potatoes with a knife. Well, my grandma had me peeling potatoes with a metal spoon. Yes, a spoon. And my kids did not believe me when I told them this. And I literally took out a metal spoon and peeled a potato. And they were absolutely shocked. So, for those of you who can't afford the fancy knives or you don't want your kids using a butter knife or a regular knife in the kitchen, and they always love to help, a spoon is the best way I would recommend on you trying to do it first. It does take a little bit of time to master. But once you get the hang of it, you can teach them. And of course, they'll be able to peel potatoes with spoons. And I'm sure they'll love assisting you in the kitchen. So I peeled about 6 potatoes here. After I peel them, I will go ahead and wash them. Now, you don't see me, you see the potato out of the camera, and that's because I have the garbage can literally right up under me, and I'm putting the peels in the garbage. So I do apologize about that. I also will work on making sure that I have the right angle because clearly you can only see a little bit of what I'm doing, but further along in the video, you will get close ups because I had to recruit my husband because it was a little bit of a hassle trying to um, maneuver the camera around. And you just see me stir the vegetables, and they sat there for, I kind of cooked them, sauteed them about 10 minutes. And that's just so they can get fragrant. And then I'll go ahead and I will add the meat. I love using a wooden spoon. It's something about a wooden spoon. The wooden spoon gets all the juices and everything that's stuck to the pan that a metal spoon or utensil or a plastic spoon could not get. So if you don't use wooden utensils, I'm telling you all, get out there and get you some wooden utensils. And this hopefully is the last potato. But I'm going to wash those and I'm going to put them in a pan or a pot, which is my Dutch oven pot. And I fill that pot with maybe a cup of water and 2 cups of chicken broth. And that's how I boil my potatoes. For my shepherd's pie or just when I'm making homemade mashed potatoes in general, it gives the potatoes a lot of flavor. You can add additional seasonings to the pot that you want. One of the seasonings that I like to add to the pot, I didn't do it in this video, but I like the McCormick Italian seasoning that I use. I might use some garlic salt, garlic powder, onion powder, just so my potatoes have that flavor. The chicken broth has salt in it, but again, I usually end up using butter and heavy whipping cream and milk. And this is the pot. See my seasonings, my vegetables here, sauteing. You'll see that I put those in the pot. I'm going to cook those uncovered for about 30 minutes and then I'll put the top on them for about another 15-20 minutes until they're soft. Yes, you see me struggling. This is the struggle. I am so sorry, y'all. I am struggling with this camera. Okay. So I'm putting the ground meat in here. I'm going to let that cook. I'm going to chop it up a bit. Those are the AirPods. in my ear because I originally was recording as I was cooking, but when I went to go listen to the sound, you all, it sounded absolutely terrible. So I had to do it over. And here is the attempt of me doing it over. And as you can see, I am fiddling with this camera, and eventually, as I stated, I'll go and get my husband and tell him to come and help me. I got a little cold, so I did go ahead and get me a little sweater, okay? My kids have me to, they love some air conditioning. Now, my carrots, Aldi, Healthy Harvest. I tell y'all, I'm the Aldi go-to person. Healthy Harvest, their vegetables, canned vegetables are really good and they're really affordable. No, this video is not sponsored by Aldi at all. I just believe in making sure that I'm getting the most for my buck, being that I have a family of 6. And as you all know, groceries isn't cheap, and I don't like to go to Walmart that much anymore. It's too much of a hassle. It's too much of a hassle. So I'll be using the Healthy Harvest carrots from Aldi and the Great Value sweet peas. Once I brown this meat and it gets to my liking, I will go ahead and do that. Once it's browned, I will go ahead and add in, I'll drain the vegetables first, but then I'll go ahead and add in the carrots as well as the sweet peas. And you're just going to see me mixing that around, making sure all the vegetables, all the meat is incorporated. We don't want to see any pink. And even though I'm going to put this in the oven for about 30 minutes, I still make sure that the hamburger is brown. So we're mixing in those carrots and those sweet peas. I got a little paper in there from the can. Can't be eating paper out here. No, 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 no. And I'm going to let that cook for about another 5 minutes. So all those spices and those seasonings will get incorporated. Check on those potatoes. Looking lovely. Altogether, this meal took about 2 hours to make. And that's just me being honest. All right. So what I'm going to go ahead and do now is show you all the final effects. So I put the shepherd's pie on 375 for 30 minutes. I ran out of cheese. Okay, I ran out of cheese. I had to use Parmesan. So that's what I used. I used Parmesan. As I put the layers, the first layer was potatoes, the rest of it was the ground beef, and then another layer of potatoes. And then I sprinkled, not too heavy because Parmesan is salty, lightly sprinkled some Parmesan, and it was still very good. So if you're out of cheese, if you have Parmesan, that is the next go-to for this recipe. And it came out very well. It wasn't heavenly over seasoned. It wasn't heavy. It was a very light and it was very enjoyable for myself and my family. But here is the end result. Tell me what you think. Remember again to like and subscribe to my channel. It was definitely a good time, sharing my cooking with you all. And I hope you all join for more.